several safety issues at group foster homes in Massachusetts. The audit looked at health and safety issues at 30 group homes last May. Nearly every single home they visited had at least one health or safety issue, including dirty toilets, broken handrails, and moldy mattresses. Most had at least one employee who had not completed a required background check. The audit recommends that the state conducts more inspections at group homes.
You have it in the trash can?
No, you know I put it there. I know where I put it. How you gonna tell me?
You can't do this.
Don't talk to him. Don't talk to him. Just leave him. Just leave him. Let him be.
How can you be this stupid?
Don't talk to
He's
him.
asking me that it's in the trash can. I'm telling you, I
Who
got
put
it
it
in
there?
the trash can.
Just leave him.
Let's just say home life is not optimal. Group homes, programs, whatever you want to call them, I've been in and exposed to. This is the best one by far. Let's just say my experience with staff here has been iffy at best and downright dangerous at worst. Yeah, some of the staff are decent sometimes. Focus on some. And big emphasis on some. The vast majority of the people who work here don't exactly put, effort into anything. They'll be sitting on their phones or whatever. It's an easy job. You sit on your ass all day, you get paid.
There has always been issues with how these places hire people. They don't really pay attention like they should. There's always people who escape through the cracks who are abusers, and that's the whole reason they get jobs in mental health, is because they like to target vulnerable populations.
Also depends on which type of program or group home you're kind of in. Like in my first one, they were on hands-on, and that just did not make people like the staff. They were really aggressive, but there were still some good ones, I won't lie, but they still had to follow the rules, and it was always really, no, I don't know. I mean, I find it a funny night now, but at my first one, one that I said was hands-on, we call it SWAT night. We called it SWAT night, and it was 23 police officers were there that night, firefighters, and it was just really big fucking fight, and it was the staff. The staff jumped on a kid, and a kid jumped on the staff because they're this program, the staff are acting like kids. I'm not gonna lie.
Because the majority of them are, only a few years older than us. Anyway. Yeah. I don't think there's enough in an age gap to really make them authority figures in any way.
So they kind of fought like kids, and that's kind of how it went down, and there was just mad cops there that night, and I got in trouble. Lots of the kids got in trouble, and I don't know why. I mean, because the girls and it was an all-girl program. They started fighting with each other. Staff were fighting with all of us. I got thrown down a flight of stairs. That was something. But no, I think it's a funny night now that I look back, but it wasn't funny at the time.
I don't think any of them are here out of the kindness of their heart. I mean, none of them would have trained in this kind of work. Or most of them shouldn't be working with kids at all.
I was sexually assaulted by a staff member, and then another traumatic thing happened at a group home I lived in Gardner, that I have a gag order. I'm not supposed to say anything about it to anybody because I won a settlement about it.
A positive experience I had with staff, I mean, with the staff in my current, I kind of like speak whatever is on my mind now. I didn't used to, but like I tell them like those two staff like whatever, like if I need to talk, like, and they listen, and it's just like those are usually good because like there's some staff that I can't talk to, like my program director at my current, which if I were to tell her some things, then I would get in trouble. I would get like written up for, which is like IRs get sent to DCF, and that's an incident report. And those get sent to DCF, that gets put on your record, it gets put on your script or whatever, I don't even know. And everybody can see that. It's on a piece of paper.
So you have to prejudge them. Oh, they have that on their chart, so that means they're this, this, and this, and I'm just going to treat them like crap.
So I can't like go to the program director, which is the boss of the program, because I don't feel comfortable talking to her about some things, but I can for some of this like lower staff because they went into this job actually caring about kids, and that's what I appreciate about, because you will find those special, you do find those special few.
Now, my experience with staff, I find them negligent and abusive to varying extremes. While there are good, genuine people who work there, they're overshadowed by the many rotten apples.
Like the staff around, all of them help us get to do what we need to do. We do our chores and stuff, so we're constantly on that. They help us also with getting jobs and stuff, so it's pretty cool. And we also go to school on time every single morning, and they never let us miss a day. So, low key, this place rocks. Yeah.
There were these two kids, one of them was like 12 or 13, the other was like 15, and they were planning an AWOL, which is when you run. And it wasn't like, oh, let's go to my friend's house and play video games. It was, oh, let's go to the park and ask homeless people for drugs. And they did this, they planned this whole thing verbally out loud right in front of staff. And they were just sitting, their feet up on the chair, scrolling on TikTok or Facebook or whatever. They weren't even listening. And lo and behold, that night, those two kids run away. And they come back the next day with stories of smoking a K2 cigarette, overdosing, going to the ER, and coming home. That night, they did it again. They went out. Staff had no idea that they were going to do that, even though they were very vocal about their plans. That stuff wouldn't happen if the staff were to pay a little more attention.
We're not bad kids. A lot of adults think that we're bad kids and bad influences or delinquents, but it's really not that. Just we haven't learned from rights and wrongs, and we still currently, like, we're trying to.